Battle of Makwanpur, War of Unification. Makwanpur Palace is a living witness to several of Nepal's war of Unification, battle against Nawab of Bengal, the war against British India and the Sugauli Treaty that followed. Before the unification of Nepal, the Sen dynasty ruled over Makwanpur until 1819 Bikram Sambat. The ruler of Palpa, Manimukunda Sen, divided his huge kingdom into 4 parts among his 4 sons, and so Makwanpur came under his youngest son, Lohang Sen. Lohang Sen was the first Sen king who created an independent Makwanpur kingdom by splitting Palpa in 1622 Bikram Sambat. Along with Lohang Sen, 7 generations of Raghav Sen, Harihar Sen, Suva Sen, Manik Sen, Hemkarna Sen and Digbandan Sen ruled Makwanpur for 209 years. Prithvi Narayan Shah's first marriage was with Indra Kumari, daughter of King Hemkarna Sen of Makwanpur. Prithvi Narayan Shah, while a prince of Gorkha, was married to Princess of Makwanpur Indra Kumari, the daughter of King of Makwanpur Hemkarna Sen around 1795 Bikram Sambat. At the time of marriage, Hemkarna made his daughter wear a Gazmoti necklace and carried the bridegroom on one Tox elephant. When Prithvi Narayan Shah demanded those necklace and elephants, he had a fight with Prince Digbandan Sen of Makwanpur, and Prithvi Narayan Shah returned to Gorkha without his wife. Prithvi Narayan Shah had reached Makwanpur to bring his married wife to his kingdom of Gorkha. Prithvi Narayan's brother-in-law Digbandan Sen was a bit arrogant. Makwanpur kingdom also had Tarai province, so the Sens of Makwanpur were a bit arrogant because of the income from there. In bad tone, when Digbandan Sen tried to dominate Prithvi Narayan Shah as the crown prince of a small and poor kingdom of Gorkha, the self-respecting Prithvi Narayan Shah could not bear it, and he returned to Gorkha empty-handed without taking a bride. Prithvi Narayan Shah on the way to Gorkha was able to see the 3 cities of Kathmandu Valley from Chandragiri, dreamed of merging those kingdoms into his own kingdom. Although Prithvi Narayan Shah had an initial conflict with his brother-in-law Digbandan Sen, he did not attack Makwanpur until his father-in-law Hemkarna Sen was alive. After the death of Hemkarna Sen in 1816, Digbandan Sen became the king of Makwanpur. Later, Prithvi Narayan Shah followed the policy of encircling the Kathmandu Valley and adopted a policy of not allowing necessary things to come inside the Kathmandu Valley from outside. Since Makwanpur is located on the south side of Kathmandu Valley, the essential things were going from there. From this point of view, Prithvi Narayan Shah thought of attacking Makwanpur with the idea of tightening the blockade of Kathmandu Valley. Prithvi Narayan Shah's desire to conduct the conquest of Makwanpur was to further surround the Kathmandu Valley and avenge the humiliation he suffered during his first marriage when he was a prince. The first action Prithvi Narayan Shah conducted was naming the son of the dead Kalu Pandey's son, Vangsaraj Pandey Kazi or main commander. He allowed Pandey and Basne to take the lead in the war. He ordered the armies at Nuwako to deport to Dahachok. From Dahachok, he went to Makwanpur Gadi. He hired water carriers and weapons carriers as well. Kulnanda Dhakal provided the auspicious date to Prithvi Narayan Shah, and 1100 Gorkhali soldiers marched for battle in 21st August 1762 AD. The Gorkha forces reached Makwanpur and divided the army into various parts. King of Makwanpur, Digbandan Sen, with his valuable property and his family, ran away to another fort called Harihar Gadi. However, Digbandan Sen kept his army in Makwanpur and a vicious battle was fought in Makwanpur. The war lasted for 8 whole hours throughout the night. The casualties were equal with Gorkhalis launching highly aggressive attacks. Then the tide of battle turned away. The soldiers of Makwanpur started escaping the fort and Gorkhali officially defeated Makwanpuri soldiers. Nearly 400 Makwanpuri soldiers died whereas 50 Gorkhali soldiers died. This was highly beneficial because Gorkhalis gathered 700 guns, arms and ammunition. Despite defeating Makwanpur, Digbandan Sen, the king, was still alive and safe. Hence, the Gorkha forces went to Hariharpur Gadi towards the king of Makwanpur for the complete conquest of Makwanpur. The fort of Hariharpur Gadi was situated at a great height. The surrounding hills could be clearly seen and it was easy to escape to Kathmandu from Hariharpur Gadi. The soldiers of Gorkha, after conquering Makwanpur, decided to prepare for war for 1 month. On October 4, 1762 AD, a vicious war began in Hariyarpur Gadi. 55 Gorkhali and the 500 Makwanpur Gadi soldiers died and the fort of Hariyarpur Gadi was captured. Gorkhali won Hariyarpur Gadi. The family of Digbandhan Sen was captured. However, Digbandhan Sen and his minister escaped to India. This meant that the conquest of Makwanpur still continued. Digbandhan Sen was quite clever and ran away again. Among the three primary areas of Makwanpur were Hariyarpur Gadi, Makwanpur Gadi and Timalkot. The final stop before Gorkhali conquered Makwanpur was Timalkot. Timalkot had actually been abandoned and hence only a few soldiers remained at Timalkot. Under the leadership of Daljit Shah, brother of King of Gorkha Prithvinaran Saha, Gorkhali attacked Timalkot and established absolute rights over Makwanpur. After King of Makwanpur, Digbandhan Sen escaped and reached Bengal, he contacted the Nawab or the King of Bengal and requested armies for defeating the Gorkhalis. The then Nawab, Mir Qasim, under the leadership of Commander-in-Chief Gurgen Khan, sent an army 3,000 to 6,000 Bengali soldiers. The Bengali soldiers traveled through the plains of Tarai and reached Makwanpur area. When the Gorkhali forces were informed of the Bengali army, they quickly sent a message to Prithvinaran Saha in Dahachuk. Prithvinaran Saha also responded and sent a large army to combat the Bengali soldiers. As the Bengali army was massive, direct warfare was doomed to be lost. So, Gorkhali armies set to hit and run method as well as guerrilla war. Many were killed through this warfare method. Some accounts says that 1,700 soldiers of Gurgen Khan were killed. Gorkhali defeated the Bengali army and obtained 500 to 600 guns. After that, in 1763 February 13th, Gorkhalis attacked the place where King of Makwanpur, Digbandhan Sen was living. King of Makwanpur, Digbandhan Sen ran away again with one of his queen and his sister, but the rest of the family was captured again. Digbandhan Sen neither helped the army of Gurgen Khan nor his own armies. King of Makwanpur, Digbandhan Sen just escaped of fear. The Nawabs would kill Digbandhan Sen for not assisting Bengali army, whereas the Gorkhali would also kill him or, with his humble request, imprison him. So, realizing no escape, King of Makwanpur, Digbandhan Sen, sent a letter of submission to King of Gorkha Prithvinaran Saha. Digbandhan Sen was imprisoned in Gorkha and hence Gorkha officially ended the monarchy of Makwanpur. The conquest of Makwanpur was also completed. The defeat of Makwanpur had massively positive changes in the position of Gorkha in Nepal geography. The landmass of Gorkha had increased. The Kathmandu Valley was surrounded in the east as well as in the south. The economic blockade was strengthened. More than 1,000 new arms and ammunition were secured and the road to defeating the Kathmandu Valley was getting much easier. Thus, in 9th Vadra, 1819 Bikram Sambat or 21st August 1762 AD, Makwanpur was annexed to Gorkha. Thank you.